I'm just listening to this audiobook. I'm always trying to listen to like some audiobook on spirituality. It's Pema Chodron's book, newest book about dying. Something like How We Live is How We Die. It's a very good book.
Yes.
But in this book, they're sort of talking about what happens when you die before your next life. Now, obviously, you're going to have to subscribe to the model of reincarnation for this, but it's really interesting, which is what you're talking about, these proclivities. Or it's called samsara. It's a loop. The cycle of suffering. The way that you know those people are like, why do this always happens to me in a relationship, or the thing in your life that keeps repeating.
Yeah.
This is happening because of your proclivities. It's happening because of your attraction to this type of person, or this type of situation, or this type of job. And if you look at proclivities, they happen fast. Like in any given moment when you're making these decisions, it's not like you're spending a lot of time generally thinking about them. It's just spontaneous, like the next word out of your mouth. You're not down there like, what do I say next? It's just coming. So these are your proclivities. And then when you die, those proclivities are what inform your next birth. So if you have not gotten past your spontaneous decisions that cause lack of harmony in your life, then that will be the momentum that carries you into your next birth, which is why in Buddhism, like you'll hear shit like meditation is like preparing for death or practice of death. It's like you're trying to make it so that when you die, and if you die, nothing happens and you're dead forever, congratulations. Fuck yeah, you're out. You did it. You're great. But if you die and you keep going, and that model is correct, then you don't want to be reactive in between lives, because you will freak out, number one, that you're dead and you still have consciousness. That's very disturbing for some people who thought that you die forever. Now you're like, oh fuck, I'm still here. And then you don't like not having a body anymore. You want to get back in a body. In the same way, so you just dive into the next life as quick as you can, instead of like having a little bit of like consideration in between. And not just that, you're essentially your projections, the proclivities, they become holograms, basically.
So in that sense, do you believe in old souls?
I believe in momentum. I believe that we have right now, where I'm at right now is, I think that consciousness or awareness, or what's called non-conditioned awareness, before the overlay, I think we all share that consciousness. And we're like little ripples in that consciousness, and that's our karma. Mm-hmm. Ripples in this consciousness that we all share.
Right.
So I think every soul is out. It transcends time. Like it's all outside of time space.
Right.
But I guess there could be the potential that certain people's like addiction to rippling to being within the emptiness and having a body and a self and an identity probably keeps them coming back here over and over and over again. That's what I would say. Again, this is a cosmology that is unquantifiable, and I don't think it matters necessarily if it's real or not. At least for me, I use it as a tool to help give me the motivation to be less of an asshole. I mean, and also when you're dying, and whatever the next life may be for you or nothing, who gives a fuck? It's like you reincarnate in a lifetime. Like you have many incarnations in any given human lifetime. You will go through so many different phases, and the more you gain control of your ability to not react, the more you will inform what you're growing into. The more it is a mindful or intentional personal evolution versus a kind of chaotic like mutation based on just you instantly doing everything your brain tells you to do exactly in the moment.
Wow.